Estás recibiendo sus instrucciones en el camerino. Buena suerte. ¿Tú le aguantas?
We are live on Wealth TV around the planet, and Mark Abrams, everyone in the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena is on their feet. You can feel the excitement.
A lot of Nicaraguans in the greater LA area. In fact, they had the press conference at a Nicaraguan restaurant the other day, and you could hear the tremendous support. It goes without saying that the Mexican influence here in Los Angeles. Tremendous atmosphere for this fight. This looks like it's going to be a classic.
All right, you're looking at Ramon El Chocolatito Gonzalez, the WBA World Light Flyweight Champion. And on the left is Juan Estrada. And do not go anywhere. You're going to see power and speed, champ.
I tell you what, Mike, Gonzalez came out real smooth, real confident, and he's fighting like he knows what he's doing.
Don't let the looks fool you. He's got the nicely parted hair, but this kid, I've seen probably 25 of his 33 professional fights. He brings it. Taking a couple punches early, but he's just trying to get, we'll get the engine started real soon, I would imagine.
Well, I tell you what he's doing is filling them out. He's not really doing too much. Just filling out, letting them throw punches, and pretty soon he will get one in. As he just threw the jab, and that jab that he threw was a quick jab. So I can see now that he's got speed on his jab.
And again, El Chocolatito Ramon Gonzalez, undefeated in 33 fights, 28 by knockout.
He's coming off a third-round knockout over 9-0-2. Monterosa, back on October 6th, fought that fight at 112.5 pounds. The winner of this fight most likely will get the winner of our main event coming up next.
Make no mistake about that, at 108, real easy to move up to 112. They want that winner.
Just a meal. One meal and they're up at flyweight.
I tell you what, Rondon is not really worried about what he's doing. He's just taking his time, letting him throw his punches, and see exactly what he needs to do. So maybe the second round, he might pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, you have to think that Gonzalez just wants to see what he's got.
Yeah.
He wants to see the timing of the punches. He wants to see the speed, what he's got on the punches, and then he's going to open it up. And when he does, look out. Like I said, he didn't get that nickname, the Killing Machine, for nothing.
You see what he's doing? He just putting pressure, body pressure. Not too many punching pressure on him, but it looks like he's starting to pick it up right now.
Yes,
and I tell you what, if he's going to fight like
Good
that.
body work by Estrada.
I think he's going to be
there
all right.
it is. You saw the power. You saw the power. And now Gonzalez starting to open up. We said when he does, look out.
He's fought 9 world title fights. Estrada, who's a good fighter, has not been in this position. Let's see how he handles adversity when Gonzalez starts ramping it up.
And champ, what I like about Ramon Gonzalez, he throws that left hook very short, like about a 6-inch punch. Very hard to pick off.
Well, you can see that right there, Mike. He's throwing short punches, and the punches that he's throwing got power on it.
The end of round 1, and Mark, this arena is electrified.
Great atmosphere for a fight.
Tienes que trabajarlo abajo, con tu mano adelantada primero. Siempre tu mano adelantada, amigo. Siempre tu mano adelantada y trabájalo abajo. Una cosa, no te me quedes mucho tiempo en las cuerdas, ¿me entendiste? Sale. Estás en las cuerdas.
As we await round number 2, Ramon El Chocolatito Gonzalez taking on the challenger Juan Estrada. 12 rounds for the WBA World Light Flyweight title. Will it go that long, Mark Abrams? I highly doubt it.
Well, you know what, Mike? I don't think it's going to go that far either because he's too smooth. Roman Gonzalez, he's too smooth, got his hands up, and he's not really worried about what you throw. He's concentrating on what he does.
Yeah, he's got almost like a peekaboo style defense, but I love that left hook, a 6-inch punch, very hard to get away from. But make no mistake, Juan Francisco Estrada, a tough young fighter.
Yeah, he got a good style of moving side to side and whatnot. What he tried to do is sneak that overhand right in, and that have not landed.
Good punching inside by Estrada. Good left to the rib cage.
But all those short punches he's throwing, those are the ones going to take a toll. So
good punching by Estrada.
Somebody Gonzalez, he's landing good punches.
And you know, we talked about the punching power of Gonzalez. Estrada's got 17 KOs out of 22 wins.
Well, that gets to show you that he can punch too. But you know what? He gets to see how well he can take it. If he can take the good punches, this will be a long night tonight. Roman Gonzalez, he's not worrying. He seems like he's not worrying about anything. He let him go. This is just a workout for him in the gym. That's the way it looks to me.
You know, it's like a machine gun and a rocket launcher. What do you like? You know, they'll both take you out.
Here comes Estrada back. Gonzalez, just a pure pressure fighter.
And now Gonzalez trying to cut the ring off on Estrada. Left hook downstairs. Left upstairs, a right. And Estrada does not want to be there. And he slides out.
Being on that rope is not the place to be when you got a guy that's throwing punches and bunches. It's not a place to be.
There's only one guy that did that rope-a-dope, and I think you know him.
Well, that guy that did that didn't do the rope-a-dope. He got dope.
You don't want to be on the ropes with a power puncher like El Chocolatito Roman Gonzalez.
Gonzalez has defended his title 3 times, each against a Mexican. Big right hand by Gonzalez.
Good left to the rib cage by Estrada as he moves away. And Champ, that's the secret. He can't stay. He's got to move in, out, side to side.
He's got to get in and throw punches, and then he got to get out, Mike. He can't stay there to trade.
Do not trade. Unload and get out. Take a look at some of that action in close, and a good right by Ramon El Chocolatito Gonzalez. And Champ, you know, we always talk about the heavyweights with punching power, but what about the power of these two light flyweights?
Well, I tell you, little guys like that don't look like they get punched, would knock your brains out, Mike.
Round number 3, the WBA World Light Flyweight title at stake. Ramon Gonzalez in the blue and white, and throwing those left hooks is the challenger, Juan Francisco Estrada.
And one thing about Ron, I like about him, that he's throwing no punches, and he's getting out of there. He's not standing there to wait for him to throw a punch back. Ron is doing a good job boxing side to side. When he gets in real close, he ties him up and he goes back on his toes.
And as we always say, Champ, only an artist can stand there and admire his work. You unload and get out of there.
Get out of there.
And a good hand speed and good left jab by Estrada.
The headbutt.
I'm sorry. And he's fighting a good fight, Mike. He's moving.
Strategically, he's doing what he has to do.
Yeah.
And good round 3. Solid round 3. I was about to say there was a headbutt a moment ago. No blood, no foul, looks like.
And that's a good thing because that makes the fight bad. If it ain't from a fist and from a head, you know, the headbutts are accidental.
And Estrada really showing good movement right now, champ. Good fluidity.
And that's what he's got to do, Mike. He's doing what he got to do to try to win this fight. And he's not standing there too long and taking. He's trading punches, but then he gets out and then he goes on his own.
But again, make no mistake, Gonzalez can take you out, Mark, with one punch.
And I think they know this. And the punches that he's landing, they're not easy punches. They're punches that you feel.
The pure pressure, I think, is now getting to Estrada.
And the crowd is deafening inside the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena. They are loving this action. We hope you watching around the globe on Wealth TV are enjoying it.
Blood from the nose of Estrada now.
He's getting hit. That's why he got blood from the nose. And he's going to continue to bleed and hope that these guys can stop that blood, because if not, he's going to have a problem breathing.
There's another cut over the right eye of Estrada as well.
And my favorite punch of El Chocolatito Ramon Gonzalez, champ, is that 6-inch left hook. Very short and almost impossible to get away from.
Well, you see, Garcia now is starting to put a lot of pressure on him. He's now punching while he's going in for it. And this is what he needs to do.
Good end to round 3 for Gonzalez.
What a round! What a round!
El jab le molesta cuando la plancha.
Actually, there was no cut. Looks like just some swelling around the right eye of Estrada.
And there's the end swell under the left eye of Estrada. He's got to put that pressure on there. And we are ready. We are ready. Round number 4. The World Light Flyweight Championship, WBA champion Ramon El Chocolatito Gonzalez. On the left, on the right is Juan Francisco Estrada. I'm Mike Mittman along with Larry Holmes and Mark Abrams for this global broadcast. And again, Mark, great to be joined by our international team, including Julio Cesar Chavez, Marco Antonio Barrero, and the Pac-Man, Manny Pacquiao.
It's a great atmosphere of boxing luminaries and champions in the ring now.
And you know, everybody bought tickets for a seat, but nobody's using their seats. They are all standing up. You can feel the electricity. On the ropes.
Right.
Look for that left hook of Gonzalez. He's very methodical. And Estrada got out of there, champ.
Estrada, you got to stay off that rope if he wants to survive this fight. He can't lay on the ropes and let this guy bang him like that.
He's actually doing okay in the middle of the ring, but here he goes back against the ropes.
To Gonzalez, this is what Gonzalez wants you. He wants you on the rope so that your arm might get stuck in the ropes and you can't move backwards, and you can't move on the side. I mean, you good, but right there, he fought real good off the ropes that time.
He just landed 2 crushing blows off the ropes.
And that's what he got to do, is stay right there. If you're going to fight him in the middle, just like that.
Estrada opening up on Gonzalez right now.
And that's where he should fight, right there in the middle. You got him. Don't go back on the rope. Fight him in the middle, because you don't have no room to throw punches on the rope.
Incredible, champ. Incredible fight. Inside, downstairs, upstairs by Estrada.
And that's what you got to do. You got to keep doing that. You got to keep throwing those punches. This is a great fight I tell you what, these guys are getting the fans are getting their money worth, Mike. I tell you that right now.
Under 50 seconds to go in round number 4. And a great round for Juan Francisco Estrada.
That was not a good punch. He was reaching for it. He was reaching. You can't reach it. You got to stay off them ropes. You stay off them ropes, and he can move. But stay on the ropes, he's going to get hit. Just like he's doing. He's getting hit. He's laying on the ropes.
And the champion landed a good right hand, but Estrada coming back.
Champion working the body on the ropes.
Good left right by Estrada. A left hook, another right. This Estrada is tough.
And I tell you, Gonzalez got hurt that time too because he was waiting.
What a fight!
He was waiting for the punches. When you wait for punches, that's when you get hit. You can't wait. You got to go out there and do your thing. Don't admire what you've done until the fight's over.
Well, we found out that Chocolatito is a heck of a chin as well.
And you know, Mark, we've been talking about our main event coming up, 12 rounds for the World Flyweight Unification title as the fight of the year. Well, I think everything we've seen tonight is a fight of the year.
It's been action from the first bell. We see some of the action of round 4.
Let's take a look at some of that action. Estrada, amazing hand speed in close, and that's where he's going to win. If he's going to win, is that amazing hand speed, champ.
You know, he fought it good right there in close, Mike. You know, maybe he was fighting his last breath. Maybe he's running out of gas, and he want to show a little stamina, but we'll see.
Round 5, set for 12. The WBA World Light Flyweight Championship. On the right, the champ, El Chocolatito Ramon Gonzalez. On the left, Juan Francisco Estrada. Estrada now starting to find his timing, starting to put those punches together.
Good right from distance from Chocolatito. Has Estrada on the ropes now.
You know, I don't think he's finding his range, Mike. I think he's finding out that he's got a fight on his hands. That's what it is. All that jiving, all that taking the time, being a champion, he don't have time for that. He's got to fight, and that's what he's doing.
Exactly. This is do or die, hit or be knocked out. And again, we talked about Gonzalez, 28 fights in 33 wins, undefeated in 33 fights, but Estrada, 17 KOs in 23 fights, only 1 loss. What a record, Mark, for these 2 top fighters.
Terrific action. It's lived up to the billing. We still have Valeria Marquez next.
We keep saying we can't top it, but we've topped everything so far. Look at that right hand by Estrada. Left by Estrada.
Estrada's doing what he got to do. He's backing up, standing around, he's throwing that left hook. That left hook is getting in there, even though he's still getting the pressure put on him. But Garcia, he's still trying to fight him.
Amazing hand speed as
Garcia's trying to put him together now.
Back.
Both these guys are showing tremendous chins.
And you know, champ, this is what boxing is about. Not taking it easy, coming out and giving it everything.
One of the things about these Latin fighters, Mike,
this is a life or death fight.
These Latin fighters, they come out and they fight. They don't come out here jiving and joking around. They want to win. They want to win the title, and they put their life on the line, what they're doing, to give the people a good fight. The people are fighting, so these kids are fighting, and the people are enjoying this fight.
For those here in the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena, what a fight they've been watching. And for those watching around the globe live on Wealth TV, we've given you everything we said and more. Left, right by the champion. And blood streaming down the nose of Estrada. And you know what, champ? There is no quit in Estrada.
You know what, I tell you what, you know, I'm not crazy about little guys fighting because they never thought to put them, they really put the punches together. They really putting a lot together, but not hurting each other. But these guys are putting the punches together, and they're hurting each other. So this is a good fight.
Let's take a look at some of that from the champion. Left, right on the ropes. But Estrada comes right back, fighting off of those ropes and showing that amazing hand speed. As you look at the interior right here of the Los Angeles Memorial Sports Arena, what a great fight we're giving everyone, Mark.
And this just shows you that when you put good fighters in, no matter what the weight is, you get great fights, great atmosphere. These two guys are bringing out the best of each other.
You know, just like with your fight that you won the championship against Kenny Norton toe-to-toe, champ, these guys are going toe-to-toe.
Yeah, but I didn't go toe-to-toe like that, Mike. I think I boxed a little bit. I didn't take the shot that these guys are taking.
And they are taking them.
And they're taking shots.
Round number 6, 12 rounds, the WBA World Light Flyweight Championship. On the right is the champion, El Chocolatito Ramon Gonzalez. On the left, Juan Francisco Estrada.
Good combination, drove Estrada back to the ropes here.
You know, Mark, you may go a year and never see another fight like this.
This is high intensity. It's for the top spot at 108 pounds.
And again, as we've mentioned earlier, the winner of this fight would like to move up in weight, only 4 pounds difference, and fight the winner of our main event.
Well, Gonzalez has basically been guaranteed that spot.
Don't say anything about guarantees right now.
Well, with a win, he would be guaranteed that spot.
Okay, that may be, and that sure isn't in the bank. If Estrada has anything to do with double left jab by Estrada. Good movement in there, Larry Holmes.
Yeah, I tell you, Estrada's doing what he's supposed to do, man. He's not staying in one spot. He's using the jabs. He's going both sides. He's left. He's going right. He's fighting you in the middle. And if he gets on the rope, he'll fight you on the ropes or off the ropes. He's doing a good job. So you know what?
He's spinning Estrada with that left.
Yeah. But what he's got to do is try to...
He's coming back. Watch out for that left hook.
But what he's got to do is stay off those ropes. That's what he got to do, is throw right in the middle of that ring. Like that. Stay right in the middle of the ring and throw punches right back.
Body shots from Gonzalez right there.
Right hand by Gonzalez. Left hook by Gonzalez. You know, Mark, this could be one of the greatest fights in your lifetime.
This is tremendous.
Gonzalez is throwing punches. He's not giving him any room. He's putting a lot of pressure on him. And this is what he's got to do if he want to keep his title, keep his reputation.
Again, keep your eye on that short left hook inside by El Chocolatito Ramon Gonzalez.
There was a sequence there. They're in the middle of the ring where in previous rounds, Estrada was landing some good combinations and he didn't throw. So I don't know if his pace is slowing down a little bit. We'll have to check that out as we head into the second half of the fight.
Well, he's taking his time because you don't know how long he's got to go. But I tell you what, you got to keep an eye on him because he's pretty slick.
What a round for both of these young junior flyweights. Let's take a look at some of that action from round number 6. And there's Gonzalez on the charge, a right hand, another right on the ropes, catching Estrada.
There's a nice step around there. Left, followed by a left hook to the body.
And champ, it's been the lateral movement that's been a success for Estrada. If he stops for one moment, that will be a fatal mistake.
Well, you gotta keep moving. I mean, you don't have to move, but you gotta pick your spots.
All right, round number 7, the WBA World Light Flyweight Championship. The champion, Ramon El Chocolatito Gonzalez, against Juan Francisco Estrada in the white and red. And again, good movement, which is what Estrada has to do.
Well, he's moving now, Mike, but you know what? You're moving, you got to throw punches. If you don't throw punches, you ain't scoring. And in this fight here, you got to score. The judges are looking at everything.
And not only that, if he doesn't, and the champ gets a warning to keep them up, if he doesn't throw punches, then Gonzalez will just come in and unload on him.
He will do that. And the champ has been throwing punches down there all night long, so by time he's getting warned about it.
Well, there has been a few south of the border.
It was an accident.
So there's Estrada back to doing what he did in the first couple rounds, but now getting driven back to the ropes again.
And watch that left hook of Gonzalez in close along those ropes.
These guys are throwing good body punches too, you know, and these guys must have done a lot of work for that body shot. They had to take the body shot like that.
And I like what Estrada is doing. He's hooking off the left jab without pulling the punch back. A very quick succession of punches.
Well, that's what you got to do, Mike, if you want to make them quick. Right now, they might take time off because they're not throwing too many punches right now.
And this is where Estrada should be making some hay here.
Well, I don't think Estrada can make any hay because I tell you what, he ain't been not getting hit. He's been getting hit too.
And this pace has been absolutely incredible as the international press at ringside are taking pictures of what could be the greatest fight you'll see in a long time. Wow, look at the champion unloading. Estrada fighting back, fighting for survival.
See, one of the things about these guys here, they throwing a lot of punches and bunches. But you ain't gonna get nothing now. You ain't gonna get no knockout out there unless you take your time and throw some hard punches. You gotta put hard punches together. Just because you're throwing them in punches, you look good, people hollering, cheering, they ain't working. That ain't nothing. That's like a fly being landed.
Another headbutt. Again, no blood there.
See, it looks good for the crowd when you're on the ropes and you just throw hundreds of the punches. Those hundreds of punches ain't landing, or they don't count because they ain't hurting. You didn't do anything. Waste a lot of energy.
At the end of round number 7.
Tú quédate en el centro del ring. Ahí no te va a hacer nada ese, güey. Dale vuelta nomás en el centro. No te pegues en las cuerdas, Juan. Mira, este round tienes que trabajarlo con fuerza abajo, Juan. Con fuerza. Una combinación, termínalo abajo. Termínalo abajo en cada combinación que tú tires. ¿Entendiste? Escúchame, veme la cara, ¿entendiste? Órale, pues. ¿Qué vas a hacer? Terminar abajo, con tu jab primero, con tu golpe recto fuerte y ¡pam! Abajo, y ¡pam! Abajo.
All right, Mark, what advice do you think he's giving Estrada in the corner?
Well, the advice he should be giving him, easier said than done. Stay off the rope. Circle, 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 instead of being pushed back. I know it's easier said than done, but he's having his best exchanges in the middle of the ring. He's getting 3-4 punch combinations and moving, and he's scoring points. But when he keeps getting pushed back the ropes, the corner, Gonzalez is piling up the points.
You got to know he's telling him stay off of those ropes. Round number 8, WBA World Light Flyweight Championship up for grabs. A right by the challenger, Francisco Estrada. A left by Gonzalez. Another left. He wasn't listening to that advice.
He got hit again. Gonzalez may sense something here because he's firing off these left hooks with a little bit more thunder behind him now.
And these guys are putting everything behind those left hooks. And blood streaming down the nose of Juan Francisco Estrada. And champ, Estrada back to moving again.
Well, that's what he's going to have to do, Mike, if he wants to try to win this fight. He's got to move side to side, and he got to throw that jab, he got to throw right hand, and he got to stop taking these punches by laying on the ropes. Because anytime he lays on the ropes, Mike, he's going to get hit. And you're not going to have a whole lot of power laying on those ropes. You can't get no leverage.
And he's going to get hit by about probably 5-6 punches at a time like Gonzalez is trying to do right now.
Because he's not moving, he's standing still. He's not strong enough to stand inside in there and throw punches.
And Estrada fighting back.
Yeah, what he's got to do, he got to use the jab, use the right hand, the left hooks, and he got to move out of there. Laying on the ropes like this, it ain't no good for him. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. It ain't no good for him.
He came back firing with 4 shots of his own.
Yeah, he come back firing, but they don't mean nothing because he come back firing.
Estrada,
that's what he needs to do right there. That's what he needs to do right there. Throw those punches right there. But don't burn yourself out throwing those punches, trying to take him out.
Mark, you may go another 10 years and I'll see a fight like this.
Not if they want it bad enough, Mike. If these fighters get out there and they want it bad enough, you'll see a fight like this every time somebody step in the ring. The fighter got to want to fight. He got to want to be the champion. He got to want to be known around the world.
Estrada fighting back, but Gonzalez stalking Estrada, landing a left hook.
I'll tell you, Estrada is not a bad fighter, Mike. He stands in there, he gets the punches back, Mark. He throws combinations, but again, he leans back on that rope, and that's where he gets in trouble. Right there, that's where he needs to be. Throw them punches right there. Back with that jab instead of trying to pull up the trunk. Right there.
Blazing hand speed by Estrada.
This is good stuff.
What a round! What a round!
That's as good a round as you'll see in a while.
Let's take a look at some of that action, and there's Estrada with that right hand through the guard of El Chocolatito. Amazing flurry by both fighters.
What I see here, Estrada's not doing, he's not turning into it. He's not putting his body, his shoulders into the punches he's throwing. It's just arm punches. And this is why he's not hurting nobody.
Pero mueve ese tronco, no quiero que estés agarrando golpes.
We're ready for action from round number 9. The WBA World Light Flyweight Championship. The champion, Ramon El Chocolatito Gonzalez, taking on the challenger, Juan Francisco Estrada. And Estrada starting it right off.
That's what he's been doing every round, Mike. He comes out, he throws them punches in, 3 or 4 punches, then he moves out. And this is what he needs to do. And keep that going. He's not on the ropes, whatnot, because he got energy. As soon as he starts getting a little fatigued, he leans back on the ropes, and that's what hurts him.
And that's not the place to take a break. Although I have to say, Mark, very few coffee breaks in this fight.
And plus, I was just thinking here, now I don't know what the judges' scores are, but I think the fight's on the table for both guys still.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, you know, I got to give it to him for being aggressive, but you know what? These guys are fighting. People are getting their money worth. And, you know, I think the man is favorite will win the fight. But I tell you what, I mean, it's a heck of a fight. And you heard it from me.
Four rounds to go. And you're right, champ. It is a heck of a fight.
Gonzalez hasn't done much the first minute and a half of this round.
See, Garcia, he's a good fighter. He's a champ, but you know what? He sleeps when he comes out. Every round, you know, after the first 30 seconds, he don't do anything but take punches. And that's not good. You can't win fights on the last 2.5 minutes. Especially as you give up 30, you know, the first 30 seconds.
Good right hand.
Don't need to take that. Don't need to take it.
This is where Estrada wants to be, in center ring.
my strategy when I was fighting, it was always to win the first 2 minutes. Always, because it ain't gonna let no guy beat me on that last minute. So, you know, I always stay in shape for that. And right now, these guys are fighting. Garcia's putting the pressure on him, but he throws very few punches.
And Estrada right in there with toe-to-toe with Ramon Gonzalez. And a good right by Estrada. You know, Mark, this pace is absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, you expect this of 108-pound fighters. Good left hook from Gonzalez there.
I don't think these guys weigh 108 pounds anymore. They might weigh 100 pounds.
Oh, big shot from Estrada.
And Estrada finishing round number 9 in a big way. And coming up, the WBA WBO World Flyweight Championship elimination match moments away. Brian the Hawaiian Punch Valoria and Hernan Tyson Marquez. We said that would be the fight of the year, but we may have been wrong.
That might not
this may be the fight of the year.
Yeah, that might be the fight of the night.
And we are in the dressing room.
Brian Valoria.
As we take a look at Brian. And he's warming up. He's ready to put his belt on the line in that unification title match. Round number 10. Set for 12. Let's get back to this one. Words cannot say how great a fight this is.
Let's see if Gonzalez gets back here in round 10. I believe Estrada won round 9 pretty handily. But here they go again.
And, you know, Estrada came out. I didn't want to cut you off and threw a right hand, landed flush on the jaw.
Well, you know, Gonzalez knew this wasn't going to be an easy title defense, Mark. Not with a guy 22-1 with 17 KOs.
Oh, good right hand from Estrada. And now,
you know, Mark, I can't even pick which round was the best. They're all great.
tremendous action. And here comes Gonzalez back with thudding shots.
I tell you, a guy with 17 knockouts can knock you out, Mike. It doesn't really matter. He can punch. But he's just not getting the good leverage, and this guy's just taking a better punch tonight. But the object of the game in boxing is not to be hit, to do the hitting and don't get hit. But in this fight here tonight, they both taking the licking.
Well, when you're going toe-to-toe, you're going to get hit. And, champ, you got to admire the conditioning of these fighters.
They stay in good condition. Like, little guys always stay in condition. Now, I haven't seen them that get to this level out of shape.
A right by El Chocolatito.
You know, this fight here is a great fight, and I think this fight here is going to go the distance, and then when the bell rings, I think they're going to get a standing ovation because this is a good fight. That was a step on the toe.
Yeah.
That was nothing.
Off balance by Estrada.
Stepped on the toe.
In fact, I think Estrada landed the combination, then he fell back.
No, he stepped on the toe. I seen it. I watch everything. I'm watching these right hands he's getting hit with.
Oh, Estrada came back with a left right.
Gonzalez is throwing good right hands. Still, I mean, he's supposed to be a puncher, but he ain't getting this guy out of there. He's got to take some shots.
What a round, what a fight as we come to the end of round number 10.
to this.
Recta y upper por dentro. Y ya te dije, cuando él se queda, vete el doble cruzado, vas a trabajar donde tú. Ok, hijo, no me estés agarrando golpes. No quiero que te sorprenda con otra derecha como esa. No, ese tronco hay que jugar más vivo. Ok. Baja la zona media y esa recta es sorpresa, pero detrás viene el upper.
All right, Larry, what does Chocolatito have to do to finish this fight off?
Well, you know what?
What advice have you for the champion?
What he's got to do is use that jab, use those left hooks, use them to stay off the ropes. And Gonzalez, all he had to do is just keep doing what he's doing.
All right, round 11.
Stay there, throw no punches.
Ramon Gonzalez, the champ, in the blue and white, in the red and white. Juan Francisco Estrada.
Accidental headbutt.
Well, when you're going toe-to-toe, that will happen.
Yes. I'm surprised it's just now happening.
And they trade left hooks.
Good right from Gonzalez.
See what happened with what he did? He got hit when he backed up with his hands down.
Unbelievable action. Mark, you may go years and years and not see another fight like this.
He just got clipped with a left hook to Gonzalez as well.
And Estrada unloading inside on the champion.
See, when Estrada pulls back, that's when he get hit. He pulls back with his hands down and his head up in the air. And he's been lucky thus far because he get hit with a right hand, he's going down.
Good right from Gonzalez from distance there.
And Mark, tomorrow morning, boxing writers all over the world are going to be talking about this fight.
I can't disagree. This is a high-impact, high-intensity championship fight.
A good left inside by the champion. Estrada fires back with a right. Double left right by Estrada.
And this is what he needs to do, stay in the middle of the ring if he's going to stay there and trade. Stay in the middle of it.
We are in the championship round.
But he can't go up against the ropes and try to trade because he gets the worst of it. He's getting the worst of this too. He can all beat up with this one.
Estrada firing back. This crowd is erupting.
One thing about Estrada, he came here to fight. He ain't come here to lay down. And he's giving the people what they want to see.
He may be just 22 years old, Estrada, but he wants this championship now.
I tell you what, he got a great future.
All right, let's take a look at some of that action from round number 11. A good left, right inside, another left, the right lands by Estrada. And blazing hand speed from the challenger. I can't even imagine, Mark, what round 12 is going to be. This crowd in the Los Angeles Sports Memorial Arena going to go wild.
Well, they've been basically on their feet for the first 11 rounds now. And we have great backing from each country. The Nicaraguans are out in full force, as are the Mexican fans. So this is going to be a very electric atmosphere as we go to round 12.
Round 12.
All right, this is it, the 12th and final round. WBA World Light Flyweight title. It comes down to this. The challenger on your left, the red and white, Juan Francisco Estrada, against the champion, Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez.
from Gonzalez. But Estrada continuing to fire back.
Well, you know, one thing I don't like about Gonzalez, he comes out a little slow. He takes 4 or 5 punches, and then he comes on. And that's not good. He's got to learn to come out and land 4 or 5 punches before he takes them.
Well, he's thinking his power will turn it around.
But his power, he's been throwing his power punches for 12 rounds, and there ain't nothing happening.
No.
This kid is not going away.
Oh.
He's going to fight.
Oh! Good combination from Gonzalez.
And this kid is not going to let Gonzalez knock him out now. He's
Good punching inside by Estrada. And Mark, you have to agree, rarely have you seen hand speed like that of Juan Francisco Estrada.
Estrada is a good fighter. He puts his punches together as he's doing now.
Uppercut. Look at Estrada.
And he's landing those punches too. All of those punches he's throwing.
The uppercut.
He's not missing. And he's trying to close the show. And this is what you got to do. If you want to win the championship, you got to close the show.
This crowd is going wild.
This is unbelievable.
That's the word. Unbelievable.
The fight ain't over. These guys still going to get back in their position and throw some more punches. They got a minute to win it.
I'm watching it, and I don't believe it. A minute to win it, as you said, champ.
They're talking about the winner fighting the winner of the main event. The heck with that. I want to see the rematch.
Oh, yeah. It could be a good fight again for another rematch. Look like my man is hurt, but he come back throwing a punch again.
And the champion has the challenger on the ropes. He quickly slides off. I think they'd pay $1,000 a seat for that rematch.
I don't know, but I tell you what, Garcia, he's throwing his punches. He wakes up, and then I tell you what, these guys are fighting, as I said earlier. People are getting their money worth in.
Wow! Wow, the champion comes
14
back.
seconds to go. They will stand up and give a standing ovation because these guys deserve that standing ovation because they are fighting.
We come to the end of the fight.
They're standing up. As I
This
said,
crowd is on their feet. This crowd is on their feet.
Got a lot of good shots there, man.
the judges have a real tough decision.
After 12 rounds of action, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Tenemos una decisión unánime. Judge at ringside, Barry Drucksmann scores the bout 118 to 110, 118 a 110. Judges Fritz Werner and Steve Morrow both see the bout 116, 112. Tienen la pelea 116 a 112. A favor del ganador, in favor of the